Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit with Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective tarot for today, Thursday, January 23rd, 2025. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Talk, the Tube. Wait, not the Insta. The book, the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, the fan base, or not, totally up to you. No more Insta. Although I just realized the other day I got to figure out how to contact my tattoo guy. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. If some of it does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else, okay? We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. Pretty easy peasy. We're going to use Intuitive City Oracle, Rob Berthelman, intuitiveintention.com. And like I said before, I think he's still selling his decks in the TikTok shop. And sometimes they're discounted in there. Like $5, something like that. We got one on the table. I hope everybody had a great day. Tomorrow's Friday. That's always good. Everybody likes Friday. Maybe. We got 2, 3 on the table. Ooh. Someone might have been a little too out there. We got 3 on the table, 1 in reverse. And I don't know how this is supposed to be negative, because this is not negative in the reverse to me. I don't know. Well, we're going to talk about it. Because I'm already getting vibes. I'm getting vibes, man. Vibes. Oh, we got 5 on the table. Okay, we got 6 on the table. We got 1 card in reverse, and now we have a major on the table. We got 7 on the table. Still 1 reverse, still 1 major. And we got 8 on the table. Let's do 1 more shuffle here. I don't know what time it is, like 5:15. It's just now getting dark. I like that. It gets later and later and later. Oh boy. Well, look at that. Where did you come from, little sir or ma'am? There's nothing really good or bad at the top of the deck. Alright, I'm going to set this on the box on the dresser. Out of reach. We got 9 cards at the bottom of the deck. We've got 8 of Swords. We got the Knight of Wands. We got the 7 of Cups in reverse. 7 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. We've got the High Priest. The King of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. And then bottom of the deck, the Devil. Alright. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. Really, what I'm seeing is someone like, it gives me energy of like someone like wanting to change, but it's an it's a constant inside battle. Like this is someone being like, I'm gonna change today. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna start healing. And then nighttime rolls around and they go out drinking and sexing and whatever, gambling, I don't know, whatever they're doing. And then they wake up the next morning and they're like, okay, now we start today. And over and over and over and over. Or it could also be like somebody getting on a healing journey, but they're very, very tempted to lapse. Okay? They're very tempted again by old addictions with the devil. Because this person with the Knight of Swords, like this is someone that feels like they try. And I'm not saying that they're not. It's just, let me say this. If you do not like your life and you decide, you're going to get on a healing journey and you're going to heal yourself, and you no longer want to be an alcoholic, you no longer want to be a drug addict, you no longer want to be a sex addict, you no longer want to be a gambler, whatever the case may be, if you get on a healing journey to move forward, to better, quote unquote, better your life, however you see fit, if you get on a healing journey and you keep going back to what you were trying to leave in your past, you might literally have an addiction. Like you might literally need some help there. Yeah, I just said the word literally. Shoot me. Don't shoot me. Don't report me. like let's say you're a gambler and you're like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. Like I'm going to change my life. Like I'm going to reform myself. And let's say you did good for like 2 or 3 months. And then all of a sudden you go back and you start gambling. And then you slap yourself on the wrist and you're like, okay, Billy, don't do that. Don't do that. And you're good for like a month. And then you do it again. You might have an actual addiction. Like you might need to go to like an AA type meeting, Gamblers Anonymous, whatever you want to call it. You might not, and we've talked about this the last couple days, couple weeks heavy, like you might not want to hang out with the same people that you always hang out with. If you're trying to better yourself and they know this and they still kind of woo you back into your old lifestyle, you might need to leave those people in the past, especially if addictions are involved. Like, and what if you really are an addict of some kind, like an alcoholic or a drug addict or a sex addict? Like, you should get help, professional help. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that at all. Like why we stigmatize mental health and addiction and stuff like that? Like I just don't understand. Like, do we not want better humans? Do we want to just everybody running out there with their hands in the air like animals doing whatever? And I'm just thinking of the people that want different, you know? Like people that really want to try, you know? They don't want to be a drug addict anymore. They want to get clean. They want to have a family. Maybe they have a family and their family doesn't know? Like there's so many scenarios and situations out there. And it's funny because you just see like whoever this is like fighting themselves is what I see. And I've said this before, when I look at the Five of Wands, I always think of like a friend group too. So again, this could be someone fighting because, their friends want them to go back to old ways and they don't know how to say no. The only way to say no is to leave those friends behind, honestly. Like if they're not going to understand and they're not going to be supportive, then what kind of friend is that? I'm just saying. This person, again, needs to figure it out and discern for themselves what they want going forward and how they're going to handle it. But again, if there's a real addictions involved, somebody might need professional help. And a patience, with the Seven of Pentacles. Always have grace for yourself. Always allow yourself grace. God gives you grace, allows you grace. How come you don't allow it for yourself? I don't know how many times I have to say it. We're all just human. We're all just here living the same experience. We're all making the same mistakes. We're all stumbling and fumbling and pulling ourselves back up by the bootstraps every day, every fucking day. And how many times have I said, there's no such thing as healed? Somebody comes up to you and says, oh, I'm healed. I'm good. Man, kick that person out of your damn life. There is no such thing as healed. You can use it as a form of expression, but you're not healed. You are healing. I say it all the time. From what? Birth to what? Death. Whoever this person, if it's you, if it's someone else, with the King of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, this is overall like a good person. Like a kind-hearted, giving, nurturing type person. Like there's good energy there. This is someone with the High Priest. Like they might not have used their intuition, their sixth sense, their gut feeling in the past. Or, because they were living a different kind of lifestyle, possibly low vibrational, karmic, however you want to phrase that. This person, like, what do I need? What do I need to think about things for? When I got all this to rely on, Like, I don't need to know, like, who's stabbing me in the back or who's doing what behind my back. And, I'm just going to enjoy my addictions over here in the corner. Thank you very much. But now this person is, like, thinking about, I really think whoever this person is, they're thinking about themselves. Like you're a good person. You're a nice person. How come you can't stop? Because addiction is mental. It's mental. Somebody with addictions could not just benefit from like an AA type course, but like therapy. Serious therapy. And anybody could become an addict of anything. Anybody. At any time, at any age. I don't know. I think I brought this up before, but do you guys remember the movie Flatliners? My palm is itching. The movie Flatliners with Julia Roberts, Kiefer Sutherland. I think Kevin Bacon was in it, and they basically unalive themselves for so many minutes, um, to see what like the mental experience would be like. And Julia Roberts' thing was when she did that, she saw her father, and her father had, I don't know if he technically unalived himself or if he like had an accidental like overdose. I can't remember, but in her mind, like she or like she never knew how he died. I don't know. I can't remember. But when she died and she saw what she saw her father, and he was an addict. And when she saw him in that state, when she was in that state, when she was dead and she was seeing him, it's like a humbling experience, because he was, like, she caught him in the act of doing drugs, and it was almost like she should have been a child, but in the scene she's an adult. And when he turns around and he sees her, like, he just starts bawling, you know, because it's like he never really wanted her to know that side of him. She always needed to know that side of him because she didn't understand. And then they both started to cry because, like, he was an addict. He couldn't control himself, and maybe he got help and he just couldn't, I mean, some people can't, some people go back and back and back and back until it unalives them, you know? And she needed to see him like that. Do you know what I mean? Because I think in her mind, she always had it in her head, like, oh, he fucking left me, like he didn't give a shit about me. And that wasn't the case. He was just, he couldn't help himself, it's not that he didn't love her, he loved her. He just couldn't get out of it. He couldn't figure a way out. Because again, it's all mental. And he probably went to like AA, for addicts, whatever. I can't remember what he was supposedly doing, but he probably never got the therapy, or if he did, he didn't keep going back. Called Flatliners, like 80s, 90s, something like that. It was actually a really good movie. I thought her part of it was the best part, in my opinion, with her and her father. I don't think there's really anything else for me to say. Just that if this is you, if this is someone like this, with the Seven of Cups in reverse, somebody needs to do what's good for them. But I'm just going to say, like, if somebody has a real addiction, my recommendation would be therapy. That's just my opinion. I am not a doctor, at all, by the way. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found entertaining. I hope everybody had a great Thursday and enjoys their evening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.